Hi, Exoticals. It's your girl back with another Exotical rant. You know what I was thinking about? You really want to know? Let's get right into it. I was thinking about smear campaigns started by unhappy, unsatisfied, and lacking individuals, and 15 things you need to know. Let's get right into it, Exoticals. You're probably thinking, like, what did I do? Why are these people starting a smear campaign, or this person leading a smear campaign against me? There's several reasons why these smear campaigns get started. A lot of women refuse to level up, don't know how to level up, and when they see you, they are immediately turned off by you. You are leveled up, you're beautiful, you're an exotical, and they just can't take it. So, number one, they have no life. They have nothing that really satisfies them in life, and making your life miserable is their first recourse of action. So they have no life. They have nobody waiting for them at home. They usually don't have a man, or they have the incapability of actually even getting a man. They usually have friends that are just like them, so their life sucks too. That goes into the next point. Number two, their life sucks. They're very dissatisfied with their lives. They don't like where they live, where they're at in life, how they look, how they present, and the people that they attract. So their life pretty much sucks. And they don't know how to get out of it, and they don't want to put the work in to get out of it. Number three, they need help to bring you down. That's why they had to start the smear campaign, sweetheart. They needed help. They feel that you're a very powerful individual, so they need assistance from other lacking individuals to bring you down, or to try to bring you down. They need a group. They need a mob. They need a clan to bring you down. That goes into number four. You are powerful but beyond what you even imagine. Like, you thought you probably had a few things going for you, but you're more powerful than you can even think of. That's why they had to get the group. Let's go into it. Number five, they want to be you. A lot of women get an imposter syndrome. They'll see a beautiful woman, or a woman they think that has everything or is perfect, and they want to be you. And since they can't be you, they start that smear campaign because, again, they're unhappy, unsatisfied, and they're lacking in so many ways. And they refuse to fill themselves up. So they have to try to kind of live vicariously through you. Number six, they are intimidated by your presence, your essence. When you step in a room, you exude this type of brightness, energy, and vibes that they have never experienced. Men and women want to be in your presence, and they cannot figure it out. It's not your resume, your pedigree. It's not anything that you've done. It's just your presence and essence as a woman, and they have never experienced that, so they're trying to dim your light. Number seven, they don't believe they can level up. They've watched the same level up videos as you, but they don't believe they can implement that into their lives and be successful for whatever reason. So they have to keep hating on you. Number eight, they seek outside validation. A lot of times when women seek outside validation, they are tremendously unhappy and unsatisfied because all of their validation comes from outside source. All their validation comes from probably low vibrating men that they deal with. These men have like literally did a flip flop on them, has literally turned their lives upside down. A lot of these men have left them as baby mamas, have left them as abused victims, have left them in very bad situations, maybe even homeless. So when you're constantly seeking that outside validation from somebody that can never fill you up, you are always going to be working on zero. You're always going to be out of gas. So that's one reason that they can't figure out what is your source and why are you so happy all the time? Why are you continuously working your goals and achieving them when you have no help? You have less resources than them, but your cup is always full because you're not seeking that outside validation and they are. Number nine, the smear campaign. Number nine, let's get right into it. Take them seriously. This is the best thing that I think that women can do when a smear campaign is being worked against them. Take these people or person very seriously. Envy and jealousy can result in a felony. Seriously. A lot of times when envy and jealousy erupts its head with women, this has been brewing for a long time, like a good soup. It's been brewing on that stove or in that crock pot for a while. And when it's ready, it's sizzling hot. And it can abrupt like erupt at any time like a volcano, and you don't want to be around for this. So take their threats and actions very seriously. Number 10, when you're dealing with a smear campaign, you've got to keep good records. What does that mean? Everything that's happening day to day, keep excellent records, pictures, write down what's happening, how'd you react, how they reacted to you, what exactly took place, time, date. You got to timestamp this stuff. You got to keep excellent records, like you're working for the record center at your state department or federal department. That's how good your records have to be, and in detail, and keep witnesses as well as their contact informations. Number 11. Never be alone with a person or people that are starting the smear campaign with you. Their quest is to get you in a vulnerable state. So never be alone with these people. They are very dangerous. That a lot of women have learned the hard way to never be alone with envious or jealous person, because it always erupts in bad vibes. And I'm going to give you a quick story time before I go to number 12. I actually was watching Judge Judy. I was watching Judge Judy. I am like a 65-year-old woman. I was watching Judge Judy, and this group of women, they were all related. They were cousins. They went out to a girls' trip in Dubai. Two of the women that went, the plaintiffs, they were both exoticals, light-skinned Black women, beautiful women. And the other one, she was a unambiguous dark-skinned Black woman. That was their cousin. She looked like a decent looking lady as well. Like, no hate here. We're all love over here. She was a decent looking lady too. But once you involved being out of the country, you involved alcohol, the claws came out. So one of the light-skinned women, one of the mixed women were in the same room as her cousin, the unambiguous dark-skinned Black woman. Okay. After the unambiguous dark-skinned Black woman got drunk or whatever, she decided to, scratch up her face and punch her in the face. For no apparent reason. And these ladies were well into their 40s and 50s. Immediately, the Exotical got scared and left the room and went down to the concierge at the hotel and told them what was going on. Immediately, the hotel called the police. They're in Dubai. Remember, they're in Dubai. They called the police and made a police report, and the police wanted to arrest the dark-skinned woman. But the light-skinned woman said no. Again, this woman had scratched and punched her in the face. And they were cousins. When they got to court, the woman's defense was that she was like, I didn't do it. And she was like, why would the people from Dubai write a formal letter saying that they wanted to press charges against you, but because of your cousin, they did not? She had no excuse for it. She almost started to laugh. This was her plan from the beginning. And this is why I'm telling you with number 11, never be alone with somebody that has started a smear campaign of you, or that secretly dislikes you, or secretly is jealous of you. Check out my video about women that are secretly jealous of other women. But this is what I'm talking about. She thought because they were cousins that everything was all good. No, sweetheart. It can be a family member too that hates you, that doesn't like you, that is starting a smear campaign about you. And the dark-skinned woman that started the smear campaign against her own cousin was saying that you always think you're better than everybody. You're bougie. You think you got everything going on. Again, these are women that are in their 40s, late 40s to 50s, if not beyond. This woman was so scared, she ended up getting another room. Long story short, of course, the Exotical won the case, but just the hatred she had in her eyes for this woman, you come into the room drunk, and liquor will bring out a lot of people's true character. and scratch up her face. You notice she didn't punch her in the chest. She didn't kick her. She went for the face. And a lot of these women are so envious and jealous and unsatisfied with their life. They cannot, once they get you alone or in an isolated situation, they cannot take it anymore. The claws come out literally and figuratively. And she scratched up this woman's face. The woman was so scared, she got a whole nother room. And again, they were cousins. So don't think it's going to always be somebody that's not related to you. It can be somebody related to you that starts a smear campaign against you too. And that's what this woman did in her family and tried to create a smear campaign. And luckily the woman won the case. But think about it. You're in a whole new country and somebody in your family member attacks you for no reason, to the point where the hotel, you're dealing with foreign people and they want to press charges. Think about that. Think about how demented somebody's mind has to be to wait till they get you all the way out the country to attack you. Think about that. If that woman wasn't smart enough to go downstairs and talk to the hotel people and talk to the police, imagine if she stayed in that room, what would have happened? Ladies, be careful. Number 12, when people have started a smear campaign against you, always have a plan. What does that mean? Have a plan, a course of action that you're going to take based off the situation. Have a course of action that you're going to take to get away from these people, to distance yourself, to make sure you're protected, etc., etc. You know what I'm talking about, Exoticals. Have a plan. Number 13 is imperative Exoticals. Think things through. This person is starting a smear campaign against you because of their own insecurities. And their insecurities are large. They're not simple little like petty schoolgirl spats. Their insecurity is so large that as an adult woman, they have decided to start a smear campaign against you. Think about it. Something's not right in the head. So think things through thoroughly, what you need to do, and go back to number 12. Have a plan. Think that plan through. Have things in place for the worst case scenario. Think. Number 14, have backup. You don't need to be in an isolated situation where nobody knows what's going on. That's why I like the woman from Judge Judy, because immediately she called her other exotical cousin to come and witness the situation while she was trying to talk to the hotel and the police. Have people around you that are witnesses. Do not become isolated and don't tell anybody what's going on. You need backup. These people are trying to put you in an isolated situation so they can take advantage of you. Don't let them take advantage of you, Exoticals. Have backup. Have people that know what's going on. Have them have the records. So in case like that you can't tell the police or you can't tell anybody else, they know what's going on in its totality. They have evidence. You've given them access to know what's going on. Don't be alone in this situation. Don't let them isolate you. That's the whole plan of the smear campaign, to make you unhappy, unsatisfied, and lacking like they are. Number 15. And this is the most important one, Exoticals, that you can ever do in your life when you're dealing with people that are starting smear campaigns against you, especially people that are very jealous and unhappy, unsatisfied, and lacking. Never become like them. Never get in a situation where you're trying to start a smear campaign against somebody else. You don't want that energy, and you don't want those vibes and consequences and bad karma that comes with it. So never become like them. Protect yourself, work your plan, think, and do all the steps we talked about, but never become like them. Never become so involved in outside sources for validation that you become unhappy. You become unsatisfied in your life, and you lack self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-worth to the point where you can't even accept yourself. You're having problems even being alone because you haven't came to the realization that you are the source of your happiness, your joy, and your contentment. Never become like them. These people are miserable. And a lot of times especially when you're dealing with other women that are doing these smear campaigns against you, this is all they have. That's all they got. That's all they got, sweetheart. That's all they got against you. So just really, really think about what's happening. Again, keep your records. Realize their life really sucks. That's why they're doing this. And just make sure you protect yourself. And if you ever feel unsafe, don't be afraid to call the cops. Don't be afraid to get authorities involved. Get people that can be your support system involved, because these people literally are mentally unstable and they refuse to address it. Exoticals. I really want to know what you girls think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and please comment. Tell me what you guys think, because a lot of these smear campaigns, they start off small and they grow, 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 grow. And this can happen in real life. This can happen online. But just know it's a smear campaign. It's designed to try to bring you down. Don't let it. Have a great day, Exoticals. Bye.